Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From Norwell High School in Ossian, Indiana, welcome to another production of Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com. Today, in the first game of a doubleheader, the Norwell Knights take on the county rival Bluffton Tigers. Good morning, friends, and welcome aboard. Alongside Alex Howard, I'm Derek Decker, pleased to be bringing you the action this morning in the first of two on another beautiful day for baseball. We've only had one cancellation this week. It'll be a 5-game week for the Knights instead of the originally scheduled 6, as the East Noble game conference on Thursday was rained out and moved into the 17th, which will be senior night here at Norwell at 5:30. And I am joined this morning by Alex Howard. It's a pleasure to have you alongside for the broadcast because, as all of our listeners know, that sometimes it does become a task listening to me for 14 games straight.
Yeah, it's nice to be here, Derek, and I thank you for having me. And it's nice to be back here at the baseball field here at Norwell. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I know you were in attendance on a Wednesday night as the Knights took down Adams Central 13-12 in 8 innings. There was a lot of things that Norwell did well in that game, and there was a lot of things that they didn't do well. Obviously tallied 20 hits in that ball game. Brady getting the blown save and the win. Allowed 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning to send us to extras, but then the Knights were able to bounce back and get the victory.
Yeah, it was a real back-and-forth affair there, and Adams Central made some good plays, and Norwell made some good plays to keep themselves in the ball game there, especially in the 9th with the Caden Mann diving catch that essentially saved the game for the Knights, and then just getting the timely hits they needed to stay in the game and eventually win the game in 8 innings.
Well, right now we'll go ahead and join public address announcer Kelby Waybright for the starting lineups.
Hitting third, number 9, center fielder Colton Moore. Batting cleanup, DH number 20, Clayton Thompson. He will be DHing for the pitcher, number 17, Nick Huffer. Batting in the 5 hole, number 1, right fielder Gavin King. At first base and hitting 6, number 7, Max Coral. Batting 7th, number 11, the third baseman, Everett Johnson. Hitting 8th and doing the catching, number 16, Mason Heller. Rounding out the lineup, number 19, the second baseman, Gabe Eisenhut. The Bluffton Tigers are coached by Mr. Stacy Harold. And now your starting lineup for the Norwell Knights. Leading off, playing center field, number 2, Caleb Kohler. Batting second, playing second, number 16, Garrett Waybright. Batting third, playing third, number 17, Belden Glasgow. Batting fourth and doing the catching, number 11, Ian Cork. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 3, Christian Bahada. At shortstop, batting sixth, number 6, Garrison Breggy. On the mound, hitting 7th, number 35, Caden Mann. Batting 8th, the left fielder, number 5, Corbin Costello. And rounding out the lineup today, number 4, your right fielder, Levi Leidig. Our players today are escorting their mothers as a early celebration for Mother's Day. Moms, welcome to the ballpark. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and kindly remove all caps as we honor America and those who serve and protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
Welcome back to Norwell here this morning as we get set for action. And throwing out the first pitch this morning will be Trevor Wilson, who, of course, was a vital piece in the lineup last year, the center fielder, now replaced by Caleb Kohler out there at center. And just a little bit inside on the pitch, but it's a strike in our book as always. Here's how the Knights will line it up defensively this morning, I should say. Left to right in the outfield, Corbin Costello gets the start in left, Caleb Kohler in center, Levi Leidig in right. On the infield at the corners, it's Belden Glasgow at third, Christian Bohada at first. Up the middle, Garrison Breggy at short, Garrett Waybright at second. Ian Clark will get his 13th start behind the dish today for the Knights, and Caden Mann is the starter on the mound. Caden on the season is going to appear in his 6th game and over 18 innings, has a record of 3-0, an ERA of 4.28, 26 strikeouts to just 14 walks. It's been a good season so far for Caden, and we'll see if he can continue it on today's ball game. And of course, he will be followed. It'll be interesting to see who the Knights use in the latter half of today's ball games, because there's a lot of guys that you want to save. You've got another 6-game week coming up next week, a couple of big conference games. Those are probably going to decide the conference. You've got DeKalb on the road and then Huntington here at home, two of the better teams in the conference. DeKalb, of course, gave Huntington will be right there contending for the title here on the season. Bluffton will send Eli Inskeep, Brandon Lockwood, and Colton Moore to the dish here in the top half of the first inning. Ian Clark again behind the dish. Garrett Waybright with that start at second, but may not last there all day because of some back issues. Of course, had those against Adams Central. We noted here in the press box that about third inning or so, he started to look a little gimpy out there on the bases, and then was actually cupped by athletic trainer Gavin Thiele during the ball game. And we're being asked to close the gate here, and John Flanagan is our man behind the dish today. Justin York on the bases, and Caden Mann into the line. The first pitch of the morning is a strike called at the knees, and we're underway at 10:16 this morning. Eli Inskeep the batter, and Eli on the year, a .432 hitter. Grounds this one towards first. It'll be a 3 unassisted on the grounder as Bohada ranged right up the middle and stepped on the bag for the first out of the ball game. So one gone here, top of the first. Brandon Lockwood, the batter now. Brandon, of course, was a star football player on the team for the Tigers, the running back. Gave some thought to playing collegiately, had a couple of offers, and decided not to. Will be attending IU next year. And playing baseball again this year, in which he did not do last couple of years. Grounds this one foul. Had the opportunity to play with Lockwood for a couple of years on a travel team back 2012, 2013. Mann is ahead of Lockwood 0-2 here in the top of the first. And it's an off-speed and a wave and a miss, and Lockwood with a smile is out of there on 3 pitches. 2 gone here in the first.
It's a great pitch there by Caden Mann. Little off-speed there, got him out on the front foot, swung through it.
Yeah, Caden's got the best breaking ball on the team, probably without a doubt. You maybe think of a guy like Logan House who's got that 12-6 breaking ball as well. There's a ball low. to the batter Colton Moore, Colton, a .372 hitter on the year, leads the team in stolen bases, takes a strike call at the knees. Caden looking for an efficient first. 6 of his first 7 have been for strikes. Another off speed, and it's flown foul towards third, and Belden gives chase, but it'll drop foul, 1-2. Game time temperature this morning, 66 degrees. We should end up in the upper 70s this afternoon, as it's going to be a warm day for baseball. A few clouds dot the horizon here. A light breeze blowing out to left, but will not play much of a factor today. Sits at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A lot of action going on here at Norwell. Of course, softball doubleheader with Bluffton today as well. There's a check swing on a breaking ball. Moore went around, and an easy 1-2-3 first on 9 pitches for Caden Mann. Bluffton goes down in order after a half an inning. It's Bluffton nothing. Norwell coming to bat on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Every team knows that the double play can be a winning move. That's why me, Kevin Beatty, State Farm Agent, and my team are here to help you turn 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light, any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to Ossian here. Game 1 of a doubleheader this morning. Bluffton goes down in order in the first couple of strikeouts and a little tapper to the first baseman. 8 of 9 pitches for Mann hit the strike zone. Bluffton will line it up defensively like this today. Outfield left to right. Brandon Lockwood getting the start in left. Colton Moore in center. Gavin King in right. On the infield at the corners, Everett Johnson at third. Max Coral at first. Up the middle, Eli Inskeep at short, Gabe Eisenhut at second, Mason Heller, the starting catcher. And on the bump today for Bluffton, it is the senior Nick Huffer, who is appearing in his 7th game of the season. And over 15 1/3 innings has an ERA of 4.57, 15 strikeouts to 11 walks, a record of 2-2 here on the season. He'll face Caleb Kohler, Garrett Waybright, Belden Glasgow to start the bottom half of the first for the Knights. Of course, Norwell coming into this ball game as Kohler takes a ball up and in. Coming into this ball game with a record of 10-4 on the season and 4-2 here at home, looking to win their 4th straight. That's called a streak, and it would be their 6th out of 7 if they're able to get the win today. 2 balls and no strikes to Caleb Kohler. And it's foul tipped into the glove. And Norwell, a team that hits .329 as a club. Bluffton hitting .351. So the last 3 opponents that Norwell has faced has been right around the .350 mark offensively for each of the opposing teams. That's popped up into shallow right towards the line, and a sliding catch made. Some poor communication by the infielders, but Gabe Eisenhut bails him out for the first out of the inning as Kohler fouls out. And Eisenhut and Coral kind of calling each other off. Nobody knew he was going to take it. And Eisenhut able to make the sliding catch. And here's Garrett Waybright now with 1 away. And the base is empty. No base runners here yet in the ball game. Takes the ball at the letters. Huffer finally finds the zone mid-thigh for a strike call. We've got again, the aforementioned softball doubleheader today. Also, the Ford Drive program. And that ball is flown into shallow center. Coming on is Moore. He is going to make a sliding. No, it's in and out of the glove as Moore gave a sliding effort. Actually dove face first and had it in his glove for a moment, but it popped out. So it'll be a single for Waybright here, and he's the first base runner of the ball game. So the Knights have their first hit of the game. They tallied 20 hits against Adams Central in that 13-12 8-inning victory. And Garrett, of course, was up and down. He did miss just one at-bat in that ball game as Lewison pitch hit for him, but quickly re-entered. Huffer takes a couple of looks at him and comes to the plate to Belden, who lines it right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Caught the lip of the back of the infield, popped straight up, but it'll still be a base hit for Belden, and back-to-back singles here with one out for the Knights.
Yeah, Garrett kind of pulled up there into second base. Not the hard turn that he usually takes there.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's not 100% physically, and I think he was happy with the extra day of rest on Thursday because, especially even if you're 100% healthy, a 6-game week followed by another 6-game week can take a toll physically. So Ian Clark bats with two runners in scoring position, chops one up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Waybright being waved around more. He's going to come to the plate with the throw. It's not in time. It's an RBI single for Ian Clark, their third straight of the ball game, and the Knights take a 1-0 lead.
Just kind of a little bit of a roll me over chopper there, but it found the hole there in between second base and shortstop.
So 3 straight hits off of Nick Huffer here in the bottom of the first, and Christian Bohada, the batter now. Hits from the left side on the season. Christian, a .317 hitter. And takes a ball low on a fastball. And Christian, of course, one of the seniors on the club, has been a big piece on the mound as well. We'll see if he gets the start in the second game today. The 0-1 is flown pretty deep towards right center field, going back towards the track, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Waved around is Belden Glasgow at third. Clark's being waved around as well. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's high. Both runners will score, and now Christian Bohada will take third. It's a 2-run double, and the Knights have a 3-0 lead.
What a piece there by Bohada, man. He just flew that out there, one hopper. Clarkie missed the stop sign from McLean. We were waving. Who was that? Waveright or
it was Glasgow that was
around.
Yep.
Clarkie was not far behind him.
Well, it will be an error on the second baseman Gabe Eisenhut, who made the throw and really. Bluffton had a shot at getting both runners in that particular situation. Glasgow is probably going to be safe, but Clark would have been out by a country mile. Instead, the throw was high by Eisenhut, so it'll be the first error of the ball game, and Bohada took third on that error. And so it's a 2-run double for Bohada, and it's already 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. And now it's Garrison Braggy, the batter, takes a strike call on the outer edge. Huffer having some difficulty getting by this Norwell lineup. They've hit 4 straight, 1 for extra bases. Bohada gets his first extra base hit of the season and his 12th and 13th driven in, which puts him in the team lead in RBI. There's a ball up and away to Braggy. Garrison, 410, team best. Also leading the team in on-base percentage and triples and hit by pitches. And he waves and misses at a pitch low. Ball and 2 strikes to Braggy with Caden Mann waiting on deck, and the Knights have already 3 across here in the bottom of the first. Bluffton coming off of a loss to Jay County 14-0 on Thursday. Come in with a record of 7-6. There's ball 2 to Garrison. But already more wins than they've had in the last 2 years. 4-17 last year, 5-20 in 2016. And 8-11 in 2015, so well on their way to break that, past that mark as well. There's a wave and a miss. Braggy was behind it. He foul-tipped it into the glove for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. And Caden Mann, the batter, who also has some power. That was the hardest hit ball Bohada's had all year, and almost all of his hits have been to the left side. Usually tries to go the other way, doesn't try to do a whole lot, but just pounded that one.
Yeah, it was a good job of getting the hands around. Almost put it out.
Yeah, he did, and had it been earlier in this week when the wind was blowing out, would have been long gone. that's flown out of play over the semi-new screen. It's been in place for a few home games now, but has all been touched up, everything all ready to go. The poles have been painted black, and all the extra screen, I should say, has been removed, and it's all tight now, and we're all squared away. 1-2 as man swung and missed at the pitch, and an RBI opportunity still out there at third. Huffer from the wine. The 1-2 off speed, called strike 3. Man is punched out of there, and Caden strikes out for the 13th time this season. But Norwell has its damage done. They string together 4 straight hits. Bohada caps it off with a 2-run double. They score 3 on 4 hits. They leave 1. We're through 1. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
It's Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton. Only $1 per game and 50 cents for shoes from 3 to 6 every Friday. Parents, don't forget the Bowling Center hosts birthday parties as well as company parties. The Bowling Center, located at 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton with 22 lanes. Leagues for youth, men, and women, and a full snack shop. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Middle third of the order due up here for Bluffton in the top of the second inning as man worked his way through a scoreless first on 9 pitches, and just for the second time in 10 pitches, misses on a fastball low. This ball driven towards left, but Costello had him played pretty well as he was shaded, and Thompson tried to go the other way, but it'll be a routine flyout for the first out of the inning. And Alex and I were talking during the break that kind of thinking back in Bohada's career, never been a hitter for power, as he's kind of a guy that likes to find the holes and does a nice job of doing that, but doesn't really hit for power all that often. But in that particular situation, that almost went off the wall. One hopped right there at the track. The 0-1 to the batter, Gavin King, is they're going to check it, and he said he didn't go. Justin York down there on the bases. The pitch was just a little bit low. The 1-1 now is going to miss high. Mann is a guy, and we've talked about it a couple of times this year, that has really changed his pace on the mound for the Knights this year. Works so much quicker than he did last year. Kind of a guy like Bohada now. Flown towards the right side, and it's out of play. 2-2 now to the batter, King, with Max Coral waiting on deck for the Tigers. An excellent offensive inning for the Knights as they keep that offense rolling with 3 in the bottom of the first to take the early lead in this ball game. The 2-2 is going to be a 58-footer that bounces in there. And to run the count full to Gavin King. Of course, this type of day is what high school baseball is all about. The payoff pitch, fastball, just missed off the plate. It'll be ball 4, and the first base runner for Bluffton has reached on the base on balls.
That was a borderline pitch there from Gaden. Honestly, really good pitch. If it would have been last pitch before the 58-footer, might have been interesting to see if he was swung.
A really good eye shown by Gavin King there. Here's a strike to lead off the at-bat to Max Coral. King, by the way, on the bases, has stolen 12 bags, good for second on the team. And there's a ball outside, but not a lot of catchers in the ACAC have the arm strength of Ian Clark behind the plate, who has caught nearly 50% of the runners trying to steal. King bluffing a couple times. The pitch is in the dirt, trying to fool Mann, who does not seem rattled by King over there at first. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Max Coral, as Mann has struggled to find the zone a little bit here in the last couple of batters. trying to look to get back. There goes the runner. This ball driven towards left field on a line. It's going to one hop to Corbin Costello. It'll be a one-out single, the first hit of the day for Bluffton, and 2 runners are aboard with 1 out. And that'll give way to the batter Everett Johnson, the third baseman this morning. Wears number 11 for the Tigers, 361 on the year. Driven in 7. There goes the runner trying to steal third. The pitch is in the dirt, and he's going to be in there without a throw. Gavin King steals third, catching Caden Mann off guard. And Coach McLean's not pleased that that was just a free base because Clark's going to have no chance at him even if the pitch was good. And it was in the dirt, which made everything even more difficult. So now he'll put runners on the corners with 1 out. And a 1-0 count to Johnson. There's a fastball at the knees for a called strike.
Yeah, you could definitely tell King was going there. He was in the baseline there at second, and that usually is a sign of a steal or at least a bunt coming of some kind.
There goes the runner from first to second. The throw down to second is in time to get Coral by a mile. The pitch was a strike, and Bluffton runs into an out for no apparent reason, and now there's 2 outs. Not sure the decision there because we just mentioned it, that Clark has thrown out nearly 50% of the base runners, and now all of a sudden there's 2 out, and the man is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. And it's fouled straight back to the screen. Bluffton getting a little bit too aggressive there after stealing third here in the inning. The 1-2 again, breaking pitch, just missed high, broke a little late. It'll even the count at 2-2. Heller waits on deck. Should Johnson reach here with 2 outs? Off speed, little tapper back to the mound. Mann fields it cleanly, tosses to first, and he works himself out of a runners on the corners, 1-out jam. So Bluffton comes up with a hit. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Norwell 3, Bluffton nothing on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Now, welcome back here to Ossian 3-0 Norwell, bottom of the second inning. And kind of talking about this is what high school is all about because here, of course, between games, the traditional doubleheader today. Both teams will be fed, including your broadcasters, will be fed here as we sit between games. The cookout, of course, this afternoon, it is a great day for a cookout. The Knights will send 8-9-1 in the order. Corbin Costello, who gets the chance to start at the plate today. Costello is a .235 hitter and doesn't get all that many at-bats, but he nubs this one foul. It's a little spinner. And Corbin is expecting to see more at-bats as we progress throughout the season. At times he's been DH'd for by Lewison or Mann. Of course, Mann on the mound today. Lewison not in the game. That ball lined right back up the middle into center for a base hit. And so Costello getting a chance to prove himself today and singles into center field.
Yeah, after a real early swing there, nubbing that first pitch, he let that ball travel there and got a really good piece of it.
9 batter now, Levi Leidig here this morning. Where's number 4, the right fielder, The junior for the Knights, as Huffer will check on Costello with a pickoff throw. Leidig has been so much better since the first 2 weeks of the season, now hitting .286, approaching the 300 mark, has improved over 100 points over the last week and a half at the dish. Squares to bunt. It's a pretty good one towards third. Huffer calls off the third baseman and makes a really nice throw to first. That's a nice defensive play by Huffer, getting himself off the mound and working through a little bit of a slip as the grass is still a little wet here on the morning. But it's a sacrifice for Leidig. And there's one away here in the bottom of the second inning as Costello moves into scoring position.
Yeah, I like the decision to bunt there. The third baseman doesn't look like he can move all that well. But Huffer definitely good job hopping off the mound there and making that play.
Yeah, and good communication by Huffer that time, telling Johnson that he was going to take it. Johnson peeling out of there quickly. Ball and no strikes to the leadoff batter, Caleb Kohler, who flew out his first time up, fouled out to the second baseman, grounds this one through the hole on the left side, and being stopped at third is going to be Corbin Costello. That'll put runners on the corners with one away here in the second inning. It's Norwell's sixth hit of the day. So the bats have come alive again here in this inning, and two more hits for the Knights. That was a ground ball single put through the third base hole past a diving Everett Johnson, who gave a nice effort. And it's Garrett Waybright to bat now for the Knights. We'll see if that back has anything to do with what he can do at the plate. First time up, he popped one up into center, and it blooped in there. Moore almost made a highlight reel play. And he's going to try to squeeze him home and pops up the bunt, third base side towards the dugout, and it'll drop foul. So the bunt probably off now. But they tried to squeeze home Costello to score a run, and Waybright, of course, you could make a solid argument the best bunter on the team. And it works well in his game because he's got a lot of speed and can beat out a lot of the throws. A lot of bunt singles for Garrett here on this season. So no balls and a strike here to Garrett. Belden Glasgow waits on deck as Huffer has chased a couple of runners back to first here so far. This time it's Kohler out there. And Huffer will step off again. Uncomfortable with the runners on the corners. A 3-0 Norwell lead here in the bottom of the second. First game of two. And he tried to bunt him again, and he fouled it away.
We'll for sure see Waybright swinging here.
Yeah. Yeah, no reason to bump with two strikes
No.
in the second inning and with a 3-run lead. Kohler digging in, might be on the move, and I think Huffer's sensing the same thing on the 0-2 pitch. This might not be a bad time to send Caleb. Tests the arm of Mason Heller. There goes Kohler. It's a swing and a miss. The throw down to second base, not in time, and Corbin Costello will come to the plate as the throw wasn't all that good, but Costello was going to score anyway. Heller didn't even take a look at the third baseman, or the runner at third, Costello. It'll be 4-0 Norwell, even after the strikeout, and Kohler into scoring position with a stolen base. And now they'll try to backpick to second, but the batter's Belden Glasgow, who has singled here in the ball game. Takes first pitch at the letters for a ball high. Knights looking to add to that 4-run lead they've built already here in the bottom of the second inning. There's a strike at the knees, and Huffer does a really nice job of changing up the timing on the runners. Hard to get a jump on him as he tries to pick up the leg high sometimes, sets it back down at different speeds. The 1-1. There's a ball away.
The one disadvantage of that, though, is if he's late picking up the plate back from from second. If you look at second and then is late picking up the plate, sometimes the ball tends to travel on you a little bit.
Here's a fastball driven to right field on a line, and it'll be on a hop to Gavin King. This will be an RBI single for Belden Glasgow as Caleb Kohler comes around to score. It's 5-0 Norwell.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Belden. Get the single there, get the RBI. Max Coral, not even throw to the plate. Caleb Kohler, only about halfway down the line by the time Max had received that ball. Might have been worth a shot there.
Yeah, and Gavin King, I don't know if King would have had a realistic shot at it anyway, but King kind of took a couple steps back and played it on a hop. Of course, with 2 outs, it doesn't really hurt anything to try to go after that ball.
No.
Got to know your situation there. And the batter now is Ian Clark, who singled right back up the middle. Takes a ball high. John Flanagan, of course, behind the plate today. Very solid umpire here in the area. Was awarded a regional last year. The Belmont Regional, in fact, Norwell playing Yorktown. And ball 2. As he's trying to hit the top of the zone and hasn't been able to find it. He's allowed 5 runs on 7 hits here in the first 2 innings. Knights pounding the baseball, continuing that good offense. And really, when you string together some things, we'll talk about it here in just a second, and a pick off to first, 36 hits in the last 2 games for the Knights, and if you add Monday's game, it'll tally 46 hits in 3 games here on the week. So it's pretty unbelievable what the Knights have been doing offensively, as he's fallen behind Clark 3-0. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs to Ian Clark. This will draw a pitching visit from Bluffton coach Stacy Harold, as he'll meet with his entire infield. While he does that, we'll take a quick break and return to Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
So the bottom of the second here at Norwell, and the Knights leading at 5-0. They led 3-0 going into the second inning here, and Huffer's had some trouble getting out of it, as he's had 2 outs for a while now. And after a 4-pitch walk to Ian Clark, Stacy Harold coming out to the mound, using one of his 3 pitching visits, and Christian Bohada will bat again, who tagged one to the right center field wall his last time up for a 2-run double. And he pops this pitch up to the other side. Coming in is Lockwood, and he can't get there. It gets by him. 2 runs are going to come in to score for the Knights. And I'm not sure what happened there with Lockwood, as he either overran it or I don't know what. Yeah, he might have slipped out there. But we're going to generously give Bohada a double. That's going to score 2 more here for the Knights. And you all know that I'm very generous with hits in the high school game. But I don't think that one hit his glove, which doesn't necessarily matter, but that's a good rule of thumb. And it'll be the second 2-run double of the day for Bohada. And Breggy takes a ball. So this thing has been busted wide open by the Knights in the second inning. There's a ball low and away. And now talking about that leg kick a little bit, the problem with that is when he's changing speeds, he's already coming to the plate, so he can't backpick to second. So no matter what, you can get a big secondary, and he's falling behind Breggy 3-0.
Yeah, you could take it first move if you wanted to, if he does that big leg kick, because he can't, like you said,
right.
You can't backpick then.
Well, Breggy is going to take ball 4. It'll be the second 4-pitch walk of the inning here for Huffer. And now some bullpen action is going to stir here for Bluffton, as it looks like they're going to send somebody down there, try to keep themselves in this ball game. It's already 7-0. The Knights have tallied 8 hits here in the ball game. It looks like
Landon Harris, maybe?
Yep, I think you're right. There's a wave and a miss by Mann on a pitch high, probably. And Caden struck out looking his first time at the dish today. Struck out 13 times on the season. Second most on the team, behind Leidig. This is a chopper towards the second base side. It was hit first by the first baseman, and that's going to be an error. And now the runner's going to try to score. It's Huffer's not paying attention, and it will. Christian Bohada will score, and it's 8-0 Norwell. That was just an all-around bad defensive play for Bluffton. The second error of the ball game. Mann reaches on the air, and it's going to have to be E3 because what happened was the first baseman, Max Coral, actually was right in front of the second baseman, Eisenhut, to field it, and he bobbled it, got off of him as he put a glove on it. Eisenhut fumbled around with it, and the throw was late, and then Bohada, with good base running, was being waved around because Nick Huffer wasn't paying any attention. So runners on first and second. It's now 8-0 Norwell here. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Knights. And the courtesy runner for is House for Caden Mann. And this pitch is driven in the air towards left center field, but Colton Moore is under it. It'll be a deep flyout for Costello. And that will finally retire the side, but the Knights come up with 5 more. They extend their lead to 8-0, and they leave 2 here on WellsCountyVoice.com. We'll be back with the third inning. This is Norwell Baseball. We'll be right back.
It's Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton. Only $1 per game and 50 cents for shoes from 3 to 6 every Friday. Parents, don't forget the Bowling Center hosts birthday parties as well as company parties. The Bowling Center, located at 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton with 22 lanes, leagues for youth, men, and women, and a full snack shop. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Bowling Center in Bluffton.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Now back here at Norwell, top of the third inning, Moore drives the first pitch he sees down the line and inside for extra bases. It's going to go all the way to the corner. That's actually Mason Heller, not Colton Moore, but he turned on that first pitch that he saw and lined it right down the line for a leadoff double on the first pitch of the inning. So Bluffton trying to counter with a few runs of their own, and Heller will be courtesy run for by Connor Norman for the Tigers. And Gabe Eisenhut's going to bat now, the bottom of the order. First extra base hit of the day for Bluffton. And second total hit. Man, a couple of quick looks and a fastball at the knees to Gabe Eisenhut for a called strike. Eisenhut has not had a hit in his career against Norwell. Gabe, .219 on the season. And this pitch dives low. Even the counter to ball and a strike. Top of the order waits on deck for Bluffton. 30 pitches now for Caden. It's been an efficient morning so far. 19 of those for strikes. The 1-1. Fastball just missed off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Caden hitting pretty good spots, but just missing off the plate on a couple of those. So he's finding the right location at the knees. And that ball dives low again. So 3 balls and a strike now to Eisenhut. But if you can hit the knees at the high school level, you're going to get the call every single time. The bottom of the knees is given so consistently by high school umpires, as it should be. Real pitcher's pitch. The 3-1 is popped up. It was a fastball towards the first base side, but had a foul territory towards the fence, and it'll fall out of play and fill the count. Here on a Saturday morning, it's the top of the third. Norwell leading 8-0 over Bluffton. They scored 3 in the first, 5 in the second. Derek Decker, Alex Howard on the call, and it is a delight to be bringing it to you today. Pretty good crowd has filed in here as well for this doubleheader. Here comes the payoff pitch. It's a fastball driven towards the second baseman, past the diving wave right into center field. This will get the run in. It'll be an RBI single for Gabe Eisenhut. Bluffton's on the board.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're on the 3-1. You got to put it in the zone, and Eisenhut just brought his batter on and was able to hit that for a single, score the run.
It's going to call for a pitching visit from head coach Andy McClain with his entire infield. It was just a very brief one, using one of his 3. And back to the top of the order in the face of Eli Inskeep, who has had a nice year at the dish and not such a nice year defensively. .432 at the plate, but a 10-error performance defensively. And he drives the first pitch into left field for a base hit. It was an off-speed pitch. Here comes the throw to second base. It was close, but not in time. Really heads-up play by Corbin Costello as Gabe Eisenhut, not with a ton of speed, but was in there sliding safely. It would have been a force out, and now 4 hits on the afternoon or on the morning still for Bluffton, and puts runners in scoring position again with nobody out for a dangerous hitter, Brandon Lockwood, who struck out first time up. There's a swing and a miss. Brandon wears number 8, has a red sleeve on the right arm for Bluffton, who's in their road gray vest-type uniforms with black letters and white trim across the front. Black numbers on the back as well. Norwell in their home whites, white pants, navy blue trim, navy blue numbers. That pitch missed, and they'll try a back pick to first as Clark tried to get Inskeep, and Ian's done that a few times this year. Had success against Adams Central, I believe it was. Picked one off at Concordia with the bases loaded and 2 outs, too. That was a big situation. Kept the Knights in a 2-1 ball game. 1-1 is a breaking pitch that finds the bottom of the zone, nestling in, and it's 1-2. So, man looking for a big strikeout here before he faces Colton Moore. That's not a bad pitch, just didn't locate it all that well. Bounced a couple of feet in front of the plate. But Lockwood has swung and missed at the breaking ball a couple of times today. Finds himself in a 2-2 count with nobody out, and 2 runners on here for Bluffton in the 3rd inning. Fastball, called strike 3, right at the knees. And so Brandon Lockwood strikes out for the 2nd time today.
Caden sped up his delivery there to the plate. Didn't come set as long, and came set, paused, and went.
It fooled Lockwood. Colton Moore struck out first time up as well. Squares to bunt, pulls back, pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Clark. There's a fastball that is tagged towards left field. Going back is Costello. He looks up and it's off the wall. 1 run is in. Costello relays to Breggy. The 2nd runner will be stopped at 3rd. It's an RBI double for Colton Moore. He makes it 8-2. That's the 5th hit of the day for Bluffton now. I believe the 4th in the inning on the double. And Moore has that kind of power. Colton now on the season. Doubles for his 6th time, drives in his 11th run. He's also tripled and homered twice. And now it's Clayton Thompson who Flew out to the left fielder. Put some pretty good contact on it, but right at Costello out there in left, who's had a lot of action so far today. Colton Moore usually a pull hitter as well, pretty dead pull hitter, and put that one into left field. So that was a nice piece of hitting. That's fouled over the screen and out of play. Clayton Thompson DH today. Thompson leads the team, hitting .515 on the season and reaching base 63% of the time. Strike two called, though, on a big bender. And he's behind in the count again. Flew out, I believe, on the first pitch last time up. Comes to 1-2. Off speed, missed it up and away. Couldn't get Thompson to chase, who has a pretty good eye. Leads the team in walks as well, with 10 of them on the season in 13 games.
Probably didn't mean to leave that breaking ball high there.
There, he found the spot, and he got him to swing and miss at it. The second out of the inning.
Yeah, that's where you wanted it. You wanted it low, almost at the shins or the top of the cleats there.
Mann records his fourth strikeout of the ball game. Trying to limit the damage of Bluffton here in the third inning. And face Gavin King. That pitch missed high to lead off the at-bat. King walked his first time up. The right fielder. And Ian Clark's going to call time and jog out to the mound here to have a word with Caden Mann. Talk about how they're going to attack King with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position.
There's probably more on pitching signs with a very smart baseball player in Colton Moore on second who does like to pick signs off from second base there.
The 1-0 in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. And now a fastball-friendly count to Gavin King. Man has slowed down his rhythm a little bit here in the third inning. That ball is grounded weakly towards the first baseman, kind of off the end of the bat. And that'll end the innings, but Bluffton comes up with 2. They leave 2 on 4 hits. We're through 2.5. It's Norwell 8, Bluffton 2 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back to Norwell. We're in the bottom of the third. Bluffton got on the board in the top half of the inning with a couple of runs. Colton Moore finishing it off with an RBI double to make it 8-2, but the Knights still firmly in control as they'll send the 9-1-2 batters to the plate here in the third inning, and Nick Huffer returns to the mound for his third inning of work. The Knights have done a nice job offensively today, as you can see on your computer screen, mobile phone, or tablet. 8 runs on 8 hits. For the Knights, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Bluffton. And Levi Leidig will lead off the inning. He sacrificed over Costello in his first time at the dish on a pretty good bunt and a nice play defensively by Nick Huffer. And he takes the first pitch at the letters for a ball. And, of course, we talked a little bit about earlier today that the Ford program, the test drive event that's going on over here at Norwell today. What's going on is there's a strike call at the belt. you can earn $20 for a test drive. All that money going to Norwell Athletic Department. Up to $6,000 Ford will donate today. That's going on from 9 to 3 here at Norwell. There's a ground ball towards the third baseman. Past a diving Johnson and Inskeep off his glove. Actually went off both of their gloves. Both of them made contact with it into left field for a base hit. Ninth hit of the day for the Knights. First for Leidig. And yeah, so come on out and test drive a Ford, who Family Ford is providing all the new vehicles to be test driven today. Must be 18 years or older with proof of insurance and a valid driver's license to take that test drive, one per family. There's a strike call. Leidig on the move on the first pitch, and he's in there, sliding safely. The throw was a little bit off the mark, but Leidig probably would have been there anyway as Kohler took a strike. And the Knights swipe another bag here today. They were 24 of 30 on the year coming in. There's a wave and a miss by Kohler on a pitch in the dirt, and Leidig's going to take third with a head-first slide. So he's now at third base with nobody out after the leadoff single. Back-to-back pitches, this one a wild pitch. Kohler with another RBI opportunity here. Fly out and a single for him today, and pops this pitch straight up. Right side, back of the infield. Gabe Eisenhut in shallow right to make the grab. And not near deep enough for Leidig to tag. One away here in the third. Kohler down on 3 pitches. And here's Garrett Waybright. Garrett 1 for 2, singled into center, struck out last time, squares to bunt, he missed it, and now Leidig is caught up. And he's in the rundown and kind of avoiding the tag, and now he's tagged out, I think. Yep, John Flanagan calls him out, and Garrett Waybright has not done a nice job at the plate bunting today. He's missed a couple of them and runs Leidig into an out. And I believe he offered at the pitch as well, so now 2 outs and a strike on Waybright.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic. We talked about how good of a bunter he is, and he's waved at 3 now today.
There's a big swing and a miss, too, at an off-speed pitch down. 0-2.
Even that swing didn't look great from Garrett.
That ball driven towards the second baseman on the line, but Gabe Eisenhut is there to make the grab, and the Knights run themselves into an out on the bases. Again, they've made some base running mistakes here over the last week, and it cost them a run. Norwell leads at 8-2 after 3 complete. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sport, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back to Norwell here, top of the 4th. Norwell leading 8-2 here over county rival Bluffton in the first of 2. Max Coral to lead it off. 6, 7, 8 due up here in the inning for Bluffton as Cade Mann returns to the mound for his 4th inning of work. Johnson and Heller follows in the Bluffton order here in the 4th. And Mann misses on the second offering of the inning. He had 50 pitches through 3 innings of work. Ran into some trouble there in the top of the 3rd. There's an off-speed grounded foul at the plate. But typically what happens here in the doubleheaders crowd-wise as people kind of come and go, especially with softball going on today. There's a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, but it gets way away from Clark, and it'll be a wild pitch, drop third strike to allow Max Coral to reach first. Not a whole lot anybody could do on that particular pitch as it bounced about 7 inches in front of the plate. And so, wild pitch, drop third strike. And here's Everett Johnson. Takes ball 1 up and away. Johnson grounded out, back to man on a 2-hopper. First time up, as we've had some more unfriendly gentlemen in the press box today as the Wasp is back. It's beginning to be warm enough. Call that a ball or a strike? I called that a ball. John Flanagan actually came up to call it a strike and then pointed to the inside. So it's ball 2, I believe. And now ball 3, and it gets away from Clark. A wild pitch. Again, second wild pitch of the inning thrown by Mann. Yeah, it's that time of year, and there has not been a year here in the press box that the unfriendly Wasps have not joined us, built a nest. A couple have bitten the dust here already on the season. Death by rock. And Mann will step off here as he faces Johnson and trails him 3-0, in danger of putting the first 2 runners on again here in the top of the 4th inning. Squaring to bunt is Johnson, pulling back, taking a strike at the bottom of the zone. And another one is down as he is out of the press box now and no longer with us. 3-1, a late swing and a miss by Everett Johnson. With Mason Heller still on deck, but a full count now to Johnson, as after taking the first 3 pitches, missed the baseball on the swing and a miss, and a ground ball towards third. Going to be a tough play for Glasgow. A nice throw on the run to get Johnson streaking towards first for the first out of the inning as Max Coral advances to third.
Yeah, great job there by Belton on the slow roller to field it cleanly, get rid of it swiftly, and throw him out.
Here's Mason Heller now, doubled. His first time up, right down the line. Off speed on the first offering and takes a strike, bottom of the zone. Eisenhut waits on deck, and then at the top of the order should another batter reach. Off speed again and misses outside with this particular offering. Nice will send 3-4-5 in the bottom of the inning when we get there, but we're still a little bit a ways away as Max Coral still in scoring position down at third for Bluffton with 1 away, and this pitch poked into right field. It's going to be playable for Leidig. He makes the grab, and the runner never even left the bag. Max Coral, I'm not sure what was going on there. That probably at least should have been a chance for Max Coral to try to score on that. The Knights would have forced Leidig to make a good throw, and Coral never left the bag.
Yeah, even if you're not going, you got to at least
take
a couple steps and fake the idea of going.
Well, especially considering if a throw gets away on the infield or something, then you're that much closer.
Yeah.
Ball 1 to Eisenhut, who singled as well. Bottom of the order doing the work for Bluffton so far, with the exception of Colton Moore. And it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, if you're kidding, man, you need to get this 9-hitter. Even though they've given you trouble, you don't want to flip that lineup card over right now.
Eisenhut pops it up into shallow center, and coming on is Caleb Kohler to retire the side. So Mann works himself around a leadoff drop third strike, and Coral is stranded at third. We're through 3.5. It's Norwell 8, Bluffton 2 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, We believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Welcome back to Norwell. Knights leading 8-2 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. Belden Glasgow will lead it off, to be followed by Ian Clark and then Christian Bohata in the lineup here for the Knights. Belden coming in 2 for 2 here in the ball game. Check swings at a pitch low, and he did go around. Didn't seem that he went around all that far, but Justin York making a call down there at first as they asked. 0-1 off speed. Not sure how well Justin York could see that on a left-handed batter, but we'll let that move on. 1-1 here to Ian Clark. And it's going to skip inside. Of course, that coming from two umpires as broadcasters here in the box today. 2-1 from Huffer to Glasgow, and he punches this one towards left in the air, and Lockwood there to make the grab with two hands this time. And he keeps his footing out there. He did slip once, but hasn't looked all that uncomfortable out there today, and it's pretty reliable out there for Bluffton. Only made 2 errors all season long. Was not charged with an error officially in the other situation where Bohata flew it out there. Ball 1 to Clark, just missing above the belt. 1 for 1 for Ian today, a single and a walk. Ball 2 now, and last time he walked on 4 pitches. Huffer now sits at 59 pitches, 36 of those for strikes. He's allowed 8 runs on 9 hits through 3 innings plus an out. This fastball is driven towards left center field, and it's going to be down for a base hit. The liner for Ian Clark. And that's the 10th hit of the day as the Knights reach double digits in the hit column for the 4th time this week.
Yeah, good swing there on the 2-0 pitch. Good belt high fastball there from Huffer to Clark there.
And Clark, after taking 6 consecutive pitches, finally gets one to swing at. Bohata the batter, and he pokes one towards center field for a base hit. Back-to-back singles on consecutive pitches for the Knights. This is the part of the order that did the damage in the first inning for Norwell. And so Bohata gets his 3rd hit of the day. So 3 for 3 for him. And now it's Garrison Breggy, who has not had such a good day at the plate. 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. But they might make a pitching change here. There is no bullpen action for Bluffton. But head coach Stacy Harold is taking a stroll out there again. We'll see if Bluffton makes a change. If they do, it will be someone who is on the field already. Norwell threatening to extend their 6-run lead. Yep, that's going to be it. Bluffton's going to make a change coming off the bench. And we'll let you know of those defensive changes when we come back on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find find any of our 17 Indiana physical therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to Norwell. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Bluffton has decided to make a pitching change. Nick Huffer is now off the mound, and he'll give way to Landon Harris, the new man on the mound. The righty wears number 6 and is appearing in just his second game of the season. He's thrown just 2 innings all year long. That was in 1 appearance and an ERA of 14 flat. As, of course, that's a little inflated because just 2 innings of work, but 3 strikeouts to no walks here, and he'll try to relieve Huffer. Nick is in line for the loss after 3 1/3 today and is responsible for both Bohetta and Clark at first and second, respectively. And the first batter that Landon Harris will face is Garrison Breggy. Again, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Then Caden Mann waits on deck for the Knights. Garrison really looking to bounce back after struggling. He had an okay day at the plate on Wednesday, but blew the save, had a couple of defensive errors as well. Pitches in the dirt. Heller had a little bit of trouble finding it, but it ended up right underneath him. Can always be mentally difficult to recover from a game like that, and Garrison trying to do just that here today. Harris with a long set and the 1-0. Fastball down and out. 2 balls and no strikes to Breggy.
If I'm Breggy here, I don't know if I'm swinging until he gives me a strike. Just
yeah.
coming straight off the bench. Maybe throw through probably 10 pitches in the bullpen.
Yeah, and those were, an inning and a half ago. So a cold arm, and instead Breggy pops it up on the infield. And this will be an infield fly rule, whether it's caught or not. It is hauled in by Inskeep at short. And so Breggy pops out. And now there are 2 gone here in the inning.
I don't know if I'd call it a slump, but the struggles continue for Breggy.
Yeah, and they were still talking about a guy that come into the game leading the team in average, the only guy hitting over 400. First pitch to Caden Mann is low. Similar situation last year. It's a Norwell team that hits consistently but doesn't hit for a lot of power and isn't an offensive juggernaut, but has done plenty to win 10 ball games here on the season. 1-0 to Mann, who's 0 for 2 today, but did reach once, pulls this one foul on the ground.
Eli Riley now courtesy running for Ian Clark there at second with 2 outs.
Good call, and we'll see if that might actually be a pinch runner. We'll see if Clark gets the gear back on. Probably, if you're going to courtesy run, that wouldn't be a pinch runner there. More than likely, no reason to put Riley out there to have him come in and put the gear on. So probably just a courtesy runner to get him in the ball game. But we do expect Riley to catch the second of the doubleheader today. Another pitch misses low in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Dug out of there by Heller behind the dish.
Riley did catch a couple innings there in that AC game.
Yep, caught the first 3.
Before Clark coming in.
And Eli did a nice job, though, as well, holding his own as a freshman. 2-1, again skips in. And he's behind Mann 3-0. Predictable fastball count coming to Mann with Costello waiting on deck. 2 runners in scoring position. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th in an 8-2 game.
That's 3-1 the count there after the fouling went off.
Ball 4 inside, and that will load the bases full of Knights now. And Costello, who ripped one last time up, or I should say his first time up, is 1 for 2 today. And Mann will be courtesy run by House for the second time today. Mann's second time he's on. And those without a hit. Last time reached on the air by the first baseman, Max Coral. So bases juiced full of Knights for Corbin Costello. And a big RBI opportunity to continue to prove himself. Landon Harris goes back to the line. And his first pitch is a fastball that misses in the dirt. And that's where he's missed most of his pitches. He's only found the zone on 2 of 9. Another fastball grounded past a diving Everett Johnson into left field. 2 runs are going to score on the play, and coming to third, the throw's not in time. Logan House is in there. Corbin Costello has himself a 2-run double, and it's 10-2 Norwell.
Yeah, another solid contact there from Corbin. All of his ABs, he's made really good contact with the ball. The fly out to center field was a great hit, and then a single in the second.
Turned on it and it drove it right down the line. And Harris is back to the line with runners on second and third here. Big lead. Levi flies this one towards center, fairly deep. Going back is Moore and making a running catch. He takes a couple of runs away from the Knights, and Levi hits the ball hard again, but this time is retired. And that will retire the side as well, but Norwell gets 2 runs back. They lead at 10-2 after 4 here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Every team knows that the double play can be a winning move. That's why me, Kevin Beatty, State Farm Agent, and my team are here to help you turn 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Top of the 5th here at Norwell. Norwell leading it 10-2 here over Bluffton, and we enter the top half of the 5th inning, and it'll be the top of the order to bat here for Bluffton in the inning. That was a nice catch by Colton Moore to take a couple of runs away from the Knights. Leidig nearly put Norwell in front by 10, and Inskeep has hit on the first pitch of the 5th inning. And I don't think he knew he got hit. It must have just grazed the back of his jersey. He was bailing out of there big time on the inside fastball and just ran a little bit in on man. There is bullpen action for the Knights. They've called Logan House as he's getting loose. For the first time today, it's the first time we've seen bullpen action. That was a nice move. Good tag applied. Perfect spot by man, but Inskeep is back in there. Lockwood has struck out twice today. Once looking, once swinging. Trying to keep Inskeep close over there. He's stolen 7 bases. This Bluffton team has stolen 57 on the year. In contrast, Norwell stealing just 24 on the year coming in. Squares to bunt, pitches a strike. Nobody covering first. Clark wanted to fire it back down there, but nobody was there. 11-pitch inning for Harris to get the last 2 outs. Man now with 68 in 4+. Fastball misses low. Taken by Lockwood. Ball and a strike. We are 70 minutes into the ball game. After getting a 17-minute delayed start with some festivities going on here at Norwell. Had a short Mother's Day recognition. So all the mothers accompanied the starters as they walked out during the starting lineups today here at the ballpark. In the first game of this doubleheader, wow, that pitch was high and somehow laid down by Lockwood. Man's throw a little high, but able to hold the bag as Bo had a nice stretch. Sacrifice bunt for Lockwood, and there's one away. There's Colton Moore now, and they're putting him on. So Colton Moore will not be pitched to. So that'll put 2 runners on with 1 out. Coach McClain not liking his chances of Moore as the wind actually kind of picking up a little bit here. Enough to stir the flags a little bit. Now blowing out to right, out of the west. A big swing and a miss by the big fella Clayton Thompson in there. And Clayton, 5-15 on the year, we talked about a little bit, but a very open stance at the plate. The lefty. The 0-1 fastball just missed outside. Good location by Caden. So man now with 2 runners on base here with 1 out in the 5th, trying to hold down the Tigers. And then the top of the order is due up in the bottom of the inning for Norwell. There's a strike call. Finally found the outer edge. Of course, if Mann's able to hold Bluffton here, and the Knights will only need 2 to end this one early. The 1-2. Off speed in the dirt, swing and a miss. The throw down to third as the runner was on the move is not in time as Inskeep takes third base on the play. That was a stolen base as he was moving again. So it'll put runners back on the corners, but now 2 outs.
That's 2 times that Bluffton's stolen third there, and the trail runner there on first has failed to follow.
Yeah, and Moore's got great speed. I mean, Colton has stolen 14 bases this year, double the number of Inskeep. And Eli has stolen third now. Runners on the corners for Gavin King now. 0 for 1, walking the ground out. Drives this pitch into center field, a base hit. It's going to score a run. Colton Moore is going to be stopped at third. He'll put runners back on the corners. An RBI single for Gavin King makes it 10-3.
Not a good pitch location there. Just kind of belt high, maybe a little higher. Just allowing him to really just bring the bat around. It doesn't take a good swing to get a hit on that pitch.
Yeah, and King's a pretty good hitter too, so got to be aware of that. Max Coral is 1 for 2. Takes a strike, but he's reached base both times, and Gavin King steals second on the play. Apparently nobody paying attention again, and that's going to be a little bit of a concern here for the Knights, as they've not been real alert here on this Saturday morning on a few plays, especially base running wise. Allowed a couple of runners just kind of run all over Norwell defense, I should say, not giving Clark a chance to throw out any runners save for 1. This pitch lined into shallow right field. It's a base hit. Falls in front of Leidig. This will score another run. A wide turn at third by King, but he'll be held there, and it makes it 10-4. So the 7th hit of the day now for Bluffton. And they're trying to climb back into the ball game here in the 5th inning.
Again, that's one of those hits where with 2 outs you wonder if Levi doesn't pull up, if he tries to dive for it with 2 outs, what's the harm? But I don't know.
Well, in that situation, maybe with a runner at second base, of course, you're talking about allowing another run to score if you don't get it. But if you do get it, of course, you're out of the inning with just 1 run of damage. So Bluffton has answered Norwell's 2 in the 4th inning, 2 of their own here in the 5th. It's fouled off at the it's catcher's interference on Ian Clark. Well, some things not really going Norwell's way here in the inning as they've kind of melted down in the 5th inning. This has become a long inning, and Ian Clark just too close to the plate on that. And that's what I thought. I didn't think he made contact with the baseball. I think he just swung and missed, but he caught Clark's glove. So catcher obstruction is the official ruling on that. I'll load the bases with 2 outs, and the first pitch misses to the 8-hitter Mason Heller.
You got to think this is last batter either way for Caden.
Yep. Logan House has been warming up down there for a long time now, ready to come in the ball game. There's an off-speed, call the strike at the knees. Trying to leave the bases loaded his man here in the 5th inning. He's already allowed 2 in this 5th. 4 runs on 7 hits and a couple errors now for Bluffton. Swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes. Everett Johnson leads away from first, Coral from second, and Gavin King from third. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Clark will step on the plate, and the side is retired. Bluffton leads the bases loaded. They get 2 back. It's 10-4 through 4.5 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with the doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back to Norwell here. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Norwell leading 10-4 here in this ball game. Landon Harris back out to pitch on the mound for Bluffton as he tries to hold down the Knights here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Knights trying to end it early. They need 4 to do it now after allowing 2.
Yeah, and look at the top of the order to do it. So,
and that does officially count as an error for Ian Clark on the catcher's obstruction because a base runner was able to advance and awarded first. Caleb Kohler leads off the inning, the leadoff batter for the Knights. He takes ball 1 down, followed by Waybright and Glasgow here in the order as the Knights try to get something going again. 10 runs on 12 hits for Norwell here through 4 innings. There's a ball low and away. Man now probably done at 84 pitches. 52 for strikes today for Caden. Not a bad outing. In line for the win. (2-0) misses inside to Kohler.
Again, I can't imagine Kohler swinging here, but
no, especially Kohler being as patient as he is, and it's ball 4 anyway. And it's a leadoff 4-pitch walk to Kohler here to start the 5th inning. And Garrett Waybright, the batter now, 1 for 3. Single strikeout, soft line out to the second baseman, Gabe Eisenhut, the last time up. Kohler digs in away from first. Harris will check on him. A lot of pickoff throws thrown by Bluffton pitching and Huffer and Harris today. Which is ironic because Norwell has had very few of those, and Bluffton's stolen twice as many bases on the season. That one hits him right in the back of the head. Right on the helmet, and Waybright is still down on a knee. That ran way up and in on him, and he's back on his feet now. I think it got the helmet mostly. If it got him in the back of the neck, it's going to be a lot of different stories. Kind of scratching the back of his head here. I think part of the baseball might have gotten up under the helmet. It knocked him right off his feet, knocked the helmet right off his head as well. And I think this is going to be it for Garrett Waybright. I think he's going to exit the ball game here to a round of applause So he is going to be hit by a pitch. And the pinch runner is going to be Rocco Haynes, I think, for the Knights. Well, Rocco's going to get in a little bit early today as Wainwright continues to get beaten up. He had some issues with the back here all week. Wasn't scheduled to play the second game of this doubleheader anyway. So Rocco Haynes getting in for the first time, I believe, of his varsity career here. His first entrance into a varsity game. And now runners on first and second with nobody out for Belden Glasgow.
Yeah, it's tough break for Garrett. Such a competitor. Even Wednesday fighting through the back pain.
Belden is 2 for 3 today. A couple of singles and a flyout. And he drives this pitch right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Colton Moore stops it and will load the bases as Caleb Kohler takes third on the play. It's a single, his third of the day for Belden, and that will load the bases with nobody out for the Knights. That's the part of the order that has done all the damage today for Norwell, the middle. And Ian Clark is the batter now. Clark can potentially bust this thing open again as the bullpen begins to stir for Bluffton again, and Stacey Harold is going to use another pitching visit. I believe this is his third of the day without making a change, so this will be the last one that he can use without making a change. Go ahead and take a break and return. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
We're at the bottom of the fifth here. Norwell Knights up 10-4, but threatening here in the bottom of the inning as they have loaded the bases with nobody out. Now the cleanup batter, Ian Clark, steps in. 2 for 2, couple of singles to sandwich in a walk. And the first pitch skips in there, a fastball to Heller. Looked like Harris was reaching back a little bit on that one. Put a little something extra behind it.
Corner's in. Shortstop in. Second baseman halfway in, I would say. Creeping in.
And there's ball 2 in the dirt. Clark has a very good eye and does not swing a lot of pitches outside the zone. But Bluffton realizing that Norwell is only, well, I say only, but with the bases loaded and nobody out, 4 runs away from ending this thing in 5 innings. And that was way high. And he's been nowhere close on his first 3 offerings to Ian Clark. And a dangerous hitter in Bohada waiting on deck who's 3 for 3 today.
Again, a must-take here from Ian Clark. Hasn't thrown a strike yet.
Yep.
Hasn't even been close.
Well, he wasn't close on any 4 of those pitches. It's a ball 4 at the letters, and that's going to be the end of the day for Landon Harris as Stacey Harold's back out. He gave him one more chance, and that'll be the end of the line. We'll take a break and return. This is Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with the doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
back here at Norwell. It's 11-4 Knights in the bottom of the fifth, and Coach Stacy Harold has decided to make a pitching change. It's now Connor Norman on the mound for the Tigers. Norman has appeared in 4 games, and over the course of 8 2/3 innings has an ERA of 5.65, 13 strikeouts to 8 walks, and a record of 1-0. Of course, Connor comes onto the mound in relief of Landon Harris, who relieved Nick Huffer in the start of today's ball game. Caden Mann, the only pitcher for the Knights, and it would be great to get out of here early for Norwell because the Knights looking to save as many innings as possible for their pitching, and essentially Bluffton does too, but obviously do not want to take the 10-run situation here. The Knights still have the bases loaded, and there is still nobody out, and it will be Christian Bohada, who neither Harris nor Huffer has been able to retire today. 11 runs on 13 hits for Norwell as they've hit in double digits in the hit column for the 4th straight game. And that's a big piece to the fact that they've won their last 3, all of them this week. We're set and we're ready again, and the first pitch from Norman is grounded towards the first base side, off the glove of Eisenhut into right field. 1 run is in, Glasgow being waved around. The throw comes into third. It's not in time. 2-run single for Christian Bohada, his 4th hit of the day, and the Knights take a 13-4 lead.
Very awkward slide there from Clark there into third, but in safely.
Yeah, and Bohada had a nice base running there as he took second on the throw. Put 2 runners in scoring position, but the Knights just 1 run away now from ending it early. And Garrison Bragy's the man that's got a chance to do it. Takes a strike. Cole Lewison on deck waiting to pinch hit for the Knights if they get to him.
Be really nice to see Garrison in the game here.
Yeah, it would. Off speed,
there it is.
Line to right field, a base hit, and the Knights will take game 1 14-4. It only took an hour and 28 minutes to win this ball game. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll return. This is Norwell baseball, and hey, the Knights win game 1. We'll take about a 40-minute break, and we'll be back with game 2. There's a different link that will be on Twitter here in just a moment. And we'll be back online with you in just a few minutes after we wrap up this ball game. Norwell wins it 14-4 in 5 innings. Fly the W, the Knights win today.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
And welcome back to Norwell, wrapping things up after the Knights win game 1 14-4 in 5 innings. And we were questioning, and it's going to be a complete game for Caden Mann. He's going to get himself another victory. Caden improves to 4-0 now on the season, and the ERA is probably going to stay about the same-ish. Might go up a couple of ticks as it was 4.28 coming in, gave up 4 runs in 5 innings of work today. So, go ahead and run through the final statistics. We'll start with Bluffton. And offensively, it was Eli Inskeep, 1 for 2 with a single. Colton Moore, 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI, scored once as well. Gavin King, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Max Coral, 2 for 2, pair of singles, RBI. Mason Heller, 1 for 3 with a double. And Gabe Eisenhut, 1 for 2 with a single and RBI and scored once as well. On the mound, Nick Huffer is going to be charged with loss, 3 1/3 innings. Threw just 61 pitches and allowed 10 runs, 9 of them earned on 11 hits. Walked 2, struck out 3 in today's loss, which puts him now at 2-3 on the season. Landon Harris throws 2/3 of an inning and throws just 21 pitches and only threw 5 of them for strikes and allowed 4 earned runs on 2 hits, walked 3, did not strike out a batter. Connor Norman did not retire a batter and was not charged with any runs in today's ballgame. Threw just 3 pitches and all of them for strikes. Offensively for the Knights as they tally 15 more hits today. Caleb Kohler, 1 for 3 with a single, scored twice. Garrett Waybright, 1 for 3 with a single and scored, who, and of some concern, was hit in the back of the head on a pitch and might have kind of come up underneath the helmet there. There's a separation and a small part of your neck is exposed there. So if it got him there, it'll be of much more concern if it just bopped him right on the helmet. And as I look over into the dugout here, Gavin Thiele is checking him out right now, doing the concussion test on him right now. So he was not expected to play Game 2 today, but that could be a big loss going forward next week if he's unavailable with the concussion protocol. Belden Glasgow, 3 for 4 today with 3 singles, an RBI, and scored 3 times. Ian Clark was 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 driven in, and scored 3 times as well. Christian Bohada, 4 for 4, 2 singles, 2 doubles, 6 driven in, and 2 runs. Definitely the player of the game in this first one offensively for the Knights. Garrison Braggy drove in the winning run, was 1 for 3 with a single. Caden Mann 0 for 2. Corbin Costello 2 for 3 with a single, a double, drove in 2. And Levi Leidig was 1 for 2 with a single. Eli Riley and Rocco Haynes both scored on the bases for the Knights today as well. Caden Mann goes a complete game, gets the victory here in Game 1. In 5 innings of work, he allows just 4 earned runs on 7 hits, walked 2, and struck out 7. So a nice day for Norwell as they take Game 1 14-4. 2 runs in the third, 2 in the fifth for Bluffton. 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, 7 left for the Tigers, and 3 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth. For Norwell, 14 runs on 15 hits. They commit 1 defensive error and left 7 aboard this afternoon, or this morning, I should say. We are still in the morning here, and looking forward to Game 2 here in just a few minutes. Alex, it's been a good one here for the Knights as they really hit the ball well.
Yeah, definitely. For Christian Bohada to get going there, 4 for 4 today. Really huge for him. Really the Knights offense working all together, all around from 1 through 9. And then having some youth on the bench today, it's good for that experience there on the base paths and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's good to see some other guys get into the ball game, especially in a day like today where you need all the help you can get. Of course, Norwell had a few JV players, Rocco Haynes, one of those called up here this morning. As we look towards this afternoon, Rocco Haynes likely to get a start. Looks like Eli Riley is probably going to get a start behind the plate in the second game as well. At least there was the idea that Ian Clark could be DHing for him or somebody else tossed around. We'll see. Eli, of course, does have a couple of bats on the season, but and is 2 for 3 in those bats up at Blackhawk Christian a couple of Saturdays ago. So the Knights take Game 1 of the doubleheader here, 14-4. We expect the second game to start. The 40 minutes is kind of a loose term because we really don't know how long it's going to be. Just kind of keep checking back in. Of course, doubleheaders can be a little bit fickle. Everybody being fed and getting a meal here this morning before Game 2 begins. So we'll go ahead and sign off here as we get ready for Game 2. The link is on WellsCountyVoice.com as well as YouTube. And on behalf of Alex Howard and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.